I like simple, inexpensive solutions that produce huge health benefits. I'm going to go through 7 things that apple cider vinegar can do for you. Just try it one night and watch what happens. Benefit number 1 has to do with your blood sugar. The main ingredient in apple cider vinegar is not a probiotic. It's not vitamins. It's not minerals. It's acetic acid. This is a very special acid that can greatly help stabilize your blood sugar. When you go to bed all night long, your blood sugar is level. Your liver won't have to make excess glucose. You see a lot of this when someone's a diabetic. They'll wake up in the morning, their blood sugar is really high despite not eating any sugar because the liver is making all this sugar because of this insulin resistance issue. Apple cider vinegar can greatly help this insulin resistance. And as you drink this apple cider vinegar, you're going to find that it will also inhibit the breakdown of these starches or sugars slower so you get less of a spike of blood sugar. This leads us to the second benefit of apple cider vinegar: sleep. 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water in the evening before bed. It's going to help you sleep better. It can actually help your neurotransmitters, which will help you get into a much deeper sleep. Because it's not just about sleep, it's about the quality of sleep. It's about the depth of sleep. It's kind of like when people drink alcohol, they sleep, but they wake up feeling like they have a hangover because they really didn't get the quality of sleep. The third benefit is the digestive benefit. If you consume a meal at night, maybe you feel bloating, apple cider vinegar can help reduce the bloating, so it helps digestion, which is automatically going to take a huge stress off your sleep. In addition to some people having heartburn at night, guess what? Apple cider vinegar can fix that. Versus what most people do is take an antacid or a PPI or whatever. Oh my gosh, they're going to go from bad to worse. The next thing this apple cider vinegar can do is have better absorption with minerals: calcium, magnesium, iron, zinc, potassium. All the minerals will go in deeper with this acidic stomach. If your stomach is too alkaline, you're not going to absorb the minerals. This is one problem with people that don't have enough acid. If you've ever had like these little twitches, or it's called tetany, on your skin, by taking the apple cider vinegar, you can help mobilize these minerals. You can get better absorption of magnesium, which can also indirectly get rid of the calcium that's creating a contraction or a tetany type twitching. And not only that, we're also going to improve cramps. Try to sleep if you get a Charlie horse, or where you're bending your toe and the foot goes into a spasm because you get these cramps. That can be a severe thing that can wake you up. So whether you have a Charlie horse, cramps in your legs or your feet, or any muscle spasm, apple cider vinegar can help it. How? By increasing the absorption of minerals. And another benefit on top of that is, since you have better blood sugar, the need for snacking is not going to be there because you're not going to have a low blood sugar situation. So you're going to feel more satisfied. So less urge to snack at night is a really good thing. So many people cannot not have a snack. And the reason for that is they might be hungry or their blood sugars might be low. Apple cider vinegar will greatly reduce the need for snacking. The next benefit, it's going to indirectly help you lose weight. Why? Because if insulin is more sensitive, then you're not going to be pumping out all this excess insulin to make up for this resistance. And anytime there's less insulin, there's going to be less fat. Even when they used to do insulin shock therapy way back in the day, I think this was in the 20s or 30s, they would literally induce a coma by injecting someone with a lot of insulin. 2 weeks later, they would wake up overweight because of the excess insulin. So this is how apple cider vinegar can help you also lose weight, because most of the fat is burned at night, not during the day. What increases the ability to burn fat at night is growth hormone. And there's one hormone that blocks it, insulin, as well as cortisol. Another benefit is just the ability for your liver to detoxify better. You're also going to get a release of bile, more bile release. So it's going to help you digesting fats and helping the liver work and helping the digestive juices work through that area. There's nothing worse than having a backed up gallbladder because you're not producing enough bile when you're trying to sleep, and it's referring to your right side here. So apple cider vinegar can help that as well. In fact, your bile can't be released unless the stomach is nice and acid. This is why when people take antacids, they end up having more gallbladder problems. That's one of the side effects of these antacids, is more gallstones. And lastly, and this is a really interesting one, acetic acid, the main acid in apple cider vinegar, can be used as fuel to run your body on. That's right. Acetic acid can feed the energy factory of the cell, and it can be used as just an alternative fuel. You make energy from it. Now, you might think that's going to keep you up at night, but no, it's not. It's going to allow you to sleep more soundly and less restless. You'll have less restless leg syndrome. You'll feel more relaxed. You get more minerals. And what you have to realize is it takes a good amount of energy to be able to sleep. Sometimes people are too tired to sleep. They can't get into a deep sleep. Think about what sleep is. It's not a passive thing. It's something active. There's certain things that are working to help induce certain hormones. The autonomic nervous system work to help calm you down. And acetic acid gives you the energy to help you sleep and wake up feeling refreshed. So you can have energy during the day and you can have a restful sleep at night. Please try this just one night and then comment down below how well it worked for you. It's so inexpensive. It's so easy to do. You take 2 tablespoons or even 1 to start out in a glass of water. Maybe put some lemon in if you want, or a couple drops of stevia if you don't like the acidity. Take a straw, drink it down so it's not on your teeth, and do that right after dinner, and watch what happens. You're going to feel a significant difference. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto and Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.